Hey everybody, this is Kirby Ingles with Blue Star Families in Operation Family Caregiver. Today, we're about to learn about this cool social media platform called Buffer App, which is a social media tool that will save you a ton of time. I know you guys are extremely busy and outreach is important to our mission. Most of us just don't have the time to add one more thing to our busy schedule. So let me show you how you can use this powerful tool that will not only save you time, but give you time back to spend with those who we might serve, rather than doing the things that don't provide us as much value, like social media, which will also allow you to use social media in a more powerful way, which will allow you to optimize your reach and be more efficient in your outreach efforts, and get in front of those people who could also use your services. When you use this tool, you won't have to worry about updating Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms anymore on a daily basis, or even have to figure out when to post, and if it is even getting in front of enough people. So let's sign up for a free version. I believe the free version allows you to have up to 10 updates in each social media queue at a time. For example, Facebook, that's about 3 to 4 days worth of updates, okay? For Buffer App, you only have to post once every 3 or 4 days, which takes you about 10 to 15 minutes, rather than directly into Facebook 10 different times over a 3 or 4 day period, which really ends up being about 3 hours worth of your time. That's a huge time trade-off. So let's get started. So first of all, let's go to Buffer App, which is www.bufferapp.com, BUFFERAPP. All right. And then you go down here to where it says sign up for free. Click that button. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to type in your email address. All right. I'm going to use and you can use sign up with your social media accounts if you want. And then you got to create a password. All right. You create an account, and we're off to the races. So I'm going to connect my personal Facebook account, and you can do any one you want, or you can do all of them if you want. So I'm going to do that. It's going to ask me to verify. So I'm going to continue on. All right. And then, all right, it asks you if you want to do any more. All right. We're going to skip that for now, because you can do that later. You don't want you to do time zone. So I'm in Washington, D.C. So I'm going to select that time frame. I like military time, so I'm going to select military time. And then your scheduling options. Now here's the opportunity for you. You can set your scheduling times manually when your posts are going to go out, or you can allow Buffer App to optimize your times based off of user engagement, not your engagement, but other people engaging with your post, okay? So I'm going to have them do it when they think is the best engagement time, and that's based off the data that they're going to collect off of my social media account. So, all right, and I'm going to do it 2 times a day, right? So I don't want to post any more than 2 times a day on Facebook. Some social media experts tend to think that anything more than 2 times a day, people will start to think you're spamming your Facebook account. And they start to ignore your posts. We don't want people to ignore our posts. We want them to engage with our posts. So no more than 2 times a day, okay? But depending on your situation, you may do more, you may do less. I've seen different things, but I think the general consensus among social media experts is 2 times a day. So calculate my times, all right? So Buffer App's going to calculate my times, and right now, these high points are my engagement times. So there's engagements here, here, and here. And so what you're doing is you're seeing, okay, at 4:20 in the morning, 98 people engaged with my post. All right, at 4:40, 101. Over here at 10:20, 131 people. So if you go down here, optimal times, these 2 times here are the most optimal times. All right, and that could be because I'm connected to a lot of people in the Midwest. So at 22:36, which is 10:36, it's actually it's actually later in the Midwest. So it's 11:36. So people in the Midwest are probably engaging on my post about 11:30 at night, and then at 12, almost midnight, well past midnight actually. So that's interesting that people are up that late engaging. Okay. So, but you'll see different times. You'll see like lunch times tends to be high, right after people get to work. This is probably when people are getting up in the morning. So you'll see different frequencies as it goes through. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go. All right, and here's the other question. Allow buffer to track my clicks. And I want them to track my clicks because I want them to optimize my posting times. And I'll show you how to do that manually later. So let's go for it. Let them optimize. Okay, now go to my dashboard. Okay, here on the left side, you can see where you can add more accounts. So you just click the plus sign, and then you can add all these different things if you want. Now, Pinterest is a 7-day trial. If you want to do more than past 7-day trial, you actually have to upgrade to the Awesome plan, which I have the Awesome plan. And it allows me to connect up to 10 social networks at a time. Okay, and then I think it's 100 posts in my queue for each one for all 10. All right, and I've been getting a lot of good engagement here with Instagram lately, so you might want to check that out. People love visuals, and that's what Instagram's all about, is visuals. So let's move on. Okay, so let's go to your dashboard. All right, and then here we go. Hey, are you? And we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our first post. Okay, so hey, are you a caregiver? Are you connected with the military? Have you heard about? Let me see. Have you heard about Operation Family Care? All right. Next thing I do is add to my queue, right? But I don't want to do that just yet. I want to add a photo because people love visuals. I add a Blue Star logo here. All right. And then I'll put www.bluestarfam.org. All right. That way I have a link to Blue Star Families. And I can add it to my queue, or I can share it next, share it now, or schedule the post for the future. All right, you have that option. Let's just add it to the queue. You did it. Awesome. You buffered your first post, all right, today at 22:36. All right. So great. Got it. Okay. So that's it. That's how you do it. All right. And then you just keep adding. All right. And it's going to keep adding stuff for you. So let me take you to my account real quick. I want to. All right. I'll leave this and delete this because this is just a trial account. Okay. All right. So here's my account. So this is what it kind of looks like. All right. I'll show you. So this is my LinkedIn account here. These are all the different posts that I have going out for LinkedIn. So you can see on Monday, I'm going to have 2 accounts or 2 posts at different times. On Tuesday, I'm going to have one going on at 9:36 and another one at 14:58. And those are all optimized times. Wednesday, same thing. So now there's consistency in my posting, and people love consistency. And they'll expect my post at these times. And so this is really cool. And so through Saturday. Now, some people say there's no point in posting on LinkedIn on Saturday since it's such a business account. But I find that a lot of business leaders and other folks are on LinkedIn on Saturdays because they don't get on it during the week. And they're wanting to check out that platform. And LinkedIn's actually a pretty decent platform. to post social media stuff, especially for companies to connect and to network with other professionals, maybe in your field. And there's plenty of military on LinkedIn. Trust me, there are a lot of military on LinkedIn. So here's what I want to show you. So basically, I have all this content, but say I've created all these posts, right? And I want to reuse it. I don't want to do it over again. All right, I want to save myself some time, right? So what I'm going to do, all right, let me refresh here real quick. Is I'm going to reuse a post that I have sent. I won't find it on there. So I've done this recently, okay? So are you a caregiver? Are you connected to the military? Do you need additional support? And then I have this logo right here. I can do one of two things. I can drag it over and drop it into each one of these individually, right? And it will queue it back up, or I can rebuffer it by adding it to the queue, which first in, last out, share next, share it now, or schedule it for a later date and time. And that could be in a month, it could be 2 months, whenever it is that I want it to go. It'll basically show me a calendar, and I pick the times, right? So, but this is the last thing I really want to show you. The comments, the likes, the reach, and the shares, okay? So this is my Facebook page, right? So it's pretty interesting. Just don't get as much engagement on there as I do other things. But see, like here, I'll post with my son. I like, or one like, and engaged, it reached 30 people. So 30 people actually saw this. So let me look at this one here. This is a Blue Star Families one. This one reached 12 people, but nothing happened. Let me go to Instagram here and find. So here, I got 10 likes off of this, right? That's just on Instagram. So I told you I was getting a lot of stuff. See, there's 19, there's 14, there's 9, and 2 comments. So, I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff here. Let me see if I can find the one from the museum day. Right here. Okay, so this is one from Museum Day. And here, it's one of my top posts, and Buffer will tell you which one's your top post. So, working in some art with the boys, hanging out with Blue Star Families. That's a hashtag you can use, on Museum Day. All right, and then I put all these different, hashtags in there to attract certain people. So based off of all this, I got 2 comments and 29 likes. So that's getting some visibility on there. So that's kind of how I use social media a little bit. And so you can kind of tell what's popular. So what you're posting that's popular. And then you can also see what's least popular, what people don't like, so you don't continue to post it again. And then, your recent stuff. So what's come up recently. And you can change the time frame. I don't have Buffer for business. I have Buffer for awesome. So I only can look at a 30-day time frame. So I think the paid account's worth it. I use it, but that's totally up to you. But if not, there's limited options with the free account, but I think it's still effective. I actually used a free account for a year, and it saved me a lot of time. But my social media engagements went up, so I had to professionally invest into it, and I have not regretted that investment at all. So, like I said, it's a great tool. There's another one out there called Hootsuite, HOOTESUITE, and that one's a little bit more powerful than Buffer, but that's more directed towards businesses, I think, and I think the cost is higher. And they do have a free account as well, so you can try those out and just play around with it and see how you like it. Let me know how it goes.